Instagram stories is super simple with minimal design elements, there is still a lot you can do with just the basics. In this video, I'm going to show you 10 creative Instagram story ideas that anyone can do using only the app. And these will definitely spice up your stories. So get out those smartphones, warm up those fingers, and let's get into it. So first up, I've called this one the TWIRL, and all you're going to do is get a really thin sized brush and literally twirl around your subject. So in this case, it's me. I chose 2 colors to give it a bit of dimension, but you can choose one, it's up to you. And then you're going to get the eraser tool and erase every second line, just as you see me doing here. I am using the stylus for my Note 10 Plus, but I also wanted to use my finger to show you that it can be done. And then what I decided to do was go for the glow brush and just add these little dots around the swirl, again to give it some dimension. And just like that, your story is super jazzed up using only the app. And here is another example, again using the same style and technique. I am such a huge fan of this design, and it's super simple. So all you're going to do is choose the first letter of your word, make sure the background is on, and I chose a color for my shirt, but you choose whatever color you want, and you're going to continue creating the word that you want letter by letter. So I am going to say summer, and I'm actually changing the background color of each letter and then aligning it along my hair. I honestly think this looks so cool, and you could leave it there or you could spice it up a little more. So I'm adding a GIF. I just searched clouds, and this one matched perfectly with all my colors, so I just added it to the left hand corner, and just like that, guys, another awesome story. Another super simple way to make your stories stand out is using different fonts. So here I'm just saying Happy Monday. I'm choosing a background color from my image, and then I'm just placing that in the open space. But I'm going to add more to this using a different font. So I want to say Happy Monday, guys, but now I'm using the neon font. And finally, I'm saying I hope you have an epic week, but I'm using the typewriter font. You would think that by using all these fonts together, it could look messy, but I honestly think it looks amazing. And again, is such a simple way to jazz up your stories. Finally, I'm just adding some emojis to the middle of the flowers, and again some neon dots along the top there, and oh my goodness, just like that, what a quick transformation. And here is another example for you guys. I wanted to say good morning. I used 2 different shades for good and layered them to give a bit of a drop shadow, and then morning in the neon font. I put a little background behind there and added some stars with my stylus. Ba-bam, an awesome story. I love me some special characters, and I feel like they are always forgotten but are so nifty. So I'm just using the dash here to create this dotted type of line. Again, I'm selecting a color from my image. Be sure to copy it because we're going to use it again a bit later. But then I took my line and turned it vertically, and now I am pasting the line again but using a different color. Slowly but surely, you might be able to see I am creating sun rays with these special characters. So I just kept on going until I was happy with the placement of everything, and then I wanted to add a bit of text, but I literally took this image, guys, in the afternoon, just took it with my phone, no fancy camera equipment or anything like that, but by just adding some special characters and having fun, it just elevated this picture. Am I right? Another creative story idea is an announcement post. So instead of using a boring background color, you can jazz it up a bit. So all you do is select a color of your choice, make a solid background, and then select the highlighter tool and a brighter shade and scribble a circle. From there, select smaller brushes in different colors and make a cool little circular artwork, just as you see me doing here. And then you can add in your announcement by using the text icon, and don't forget to layer your fonts for that better look. So just like that, you've elevated what would have been a pretty standard post into something epic and exciting. Speaking of exciting, as you can see, Skillshare have very kindly sponsored this video and are offering you guys 2 months of Skillshare for free. You can check out Skillshare by clicking on the link in my description box and then browse through the thousands of creative classes they have available online and see if this is something for you. One class I really liked and would recommend to you guys was this one on how to edit photos for Instagram using Lightroom and Photoshop. This Instagram related class is quick, informative, and some, if not most classes, even come with projects and extra resources, which I love. And I really enjoy a lot of the Instagram classes, but there are a ton of entrepreneurial, business, and overall self-development courses to choose from too. And then if you decide to join after your 2 free months is up, it costs less than $10 per month, which gives you access to unlimited classes, quality teachers, and offline watching. So check out the link in my description box to Skillshare and definitely sign up for your free 2 months. You guys will definitely learn something new. Okay, now another super simple design you can do just using the Instagram app is windy rainbows. So I'm just selecting various colors from these sweet potato fries and creating a little rainbow off to the side. As you can see, I am overlapping the fries, but we're going to take care of that later. But then just continue to do this wherever else you think it looks good. So I'm doing it in the top right-hand corner now and selecting some different colors. And then now what you're going to do is select the eraser tool and erase the rainbow as though it looks like it is coming out of the fries or the bowl or whatever it is you're erasing, and it just gives it this really unique, interesting, and dimensional look to your post. Most of the time when we use text in Instagram stories, we never think to use it vertically. So here I am just typing out some text and I decided to use it along the edge of this card. I then wanted to keep on adding text, but actually completely rotate the text and place it on the underside of this card. I know it may seem super weird doing this, but it actually adds a lot of visual interest to your story and will definitely pique the interest of your audience. Here is another example where I used the text along some tripod legs. I think it looks epic. Triple outlining your objects is another really simple way to add visual interest to your Instagram stories. And all you're going to do is select a color from your object. So I'm selecting these different shades of tan and then literally trace a super simple line around your object. You can continue to trace around it until there is no more space left, but I just decided to do these triple lines. I then decided to add some text to the top, just saying jewels, because there was one of my favorite rings on this wooden hand. And just like that, guys, by creating this design around an object, it really draws the eye in and brings a lot of attention to the object. So definitely try it out. Now, oftentimes I see people sharing posts from their feed onto Instagram stories, but they usually have a pretty plain standard background, either a solid color or gradient, and we're going to jazz that up. So select a color from your image, then press and hold down so you have a solid background, and then go back into your special characters because we're about to use those, and then select whatever special character you'd like to use. So I like these stars, and I'm also making sure it's on the neon font so it's got that slight glow. But then what you're going to do is you're going to copy and paste these stars until you have quite a couple, just like you see here. Then you're going to take this design and add it to the top left-hand side of your story and then click on the post so that it brings it forward. Then repeat this step by going into the fonts, pasting down your special characters, adding it to the left-hand side, and then clicking again on the post to bring it forward. The reason we have to do it in these 4 sections is so that we can keep bringing the post forward in front of the text so that it looks like a background. I hope that makes sense, but you guys can pretty much see exactly how it works here. And then you can still go and change the background color if you want. And then here's another example using text, so definitely try this out. Not only do all these designs apply to pictures, but of course videos too. But something I really like is adding a retro feel to your videos. So if you head on over to GIF or GIF and type in retro, you will see this really cool little record GIF, and I like to add this to the left-hand corner of my video. If you head on back to the retro GIFs, there's another one, play, pause, there's a whole bunch to choose from, but I really like just adding these to the videos. And finally, I searched for a corner GIF and I came up with this really cool red one. Again, added it to the corners, and it just elevates the video from what would have been a really standard video to something with just a little bit more pizzazz, a little more jazz, you know what I mean? And ultimately, at the end of the day, there is plenty in Instagram to help you design some super cool looking stories. So don't be afraid to layer your fonts or use the drawing tool, just go crazy. Let me know down in the comment section which was your favorite design, and also if you enjoyed this video, then don't forget to like and subscribe, or you can check out some of my other Instagram videos right over here, but I will see you in the next one. Toodles!